Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is February 2nd, Sunday, 2025. So, 22225. 22225. And like you add those all up, then you break it down. 1. So there's something about your intuition being on point. So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. So, all right. That's actually good. Okay, this is actually really good. That's really good. It's Japanese ramune sparkling water grape wagashi flavor. I know. So it's ramune, right? But it's sparkling water like soda basically, right? But like better than soda. So it's grape wagashi flavor. So grape flavor. And it's got like a hint of color. Like purple, but like lilac, like a hint of a lilac. All right, and it's really good. And the can is cute. There's like these other characters that they have right here. See? It's cute. Oh, cool. They have like a hashtag bikini bottom party, hashtag coin X _ high up. Special edition. I'm gonna look them up. Yeah, this is pretty good. I feel like I may be wrong about this, but I feel like this is healthier than soda. And I could just be saying that because I want to drink it without feeling bad about it. But I do feel like it's better than like your average soda. So it's, for my personal opinion, it's better. And it tastes good. Alright. So, something about your intuition, blah, 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 blah. Great. Great. Keep using your intuition, right? Because whatever you're picking up on, you're on point, right? Whatever you're stepping in, whatever you're picking up on, whatever you're hearing, sensing, feeling, smelling. What is it? Hearing, sensing, feeling, smelling, seeing. Whatever you're picking up with your 5 senses and then some, like your extra senses, right? You're on point with it. All right? I feel like your intuition is like, I'm getting so many things. Like, I'm getting like whack-a-mole. You know, like if you're good at whack-a-mole, you ever play that game whack-a-mole? You just like the moles come up and you just whack them. Like you're just on the nose with something. Like your intuition is like something pops up and you figure it out. That's out of the way. Something pops up, you figure it out. That's out of the way. It's like whack-a-mole. And I'm also getting like a bunch of keys, opening boxes, like treasure chests. Like a bunch of keys, like a key pops up, you open it, treasure chest. Key pops up, you open it, the treasure chest, and it's like you're opening treasure chests after another, one after another, back to back to back. So, and then what else? I had a dream last night, and it had to do with like in the laundry room. Alright, so I'm gonna start pulling cards. I didn't want to start with this deck, but I have to. My neighbor is playing music, and there's a reason why it should be that loud. There's a reason why I should feel the vase reverberating. Like, that's, relax. But I feel it. somebody could be trying to like mess with your peace or like interfere. I just saw 525. Not mess with it, but like interfere. Right? Somebody's trying to annoy you. That's what it is. Somebody is really trying to annoy you. And it's so funny because I've been picking up on something lately, right? And but the thing is, it's like somebody, if you'll know, like you can pick up on it, but somebody's really trying to annoy you, and like the way that they're trying to annoy you is like by how do I explain it? It's like well, I didn't do anything. I was just being polite. All right, something that has to do with that, right? So it's kind of like you would be the jerk if you got mad. Right, but something is deliberately being done to annoy you, and now that I think about it, it's actually pretty funny because I love you most. You want more? Did you like it? Did you drink it?
I slowed down. What's this? Slow. See?
Yes, you're perfect. You want more? Would you like more?
Wait.
Okay.
I need to see. Ooh.
Careful, please. More? Here, you hold your cup and I'll pour it for you. There you go. Cheers.
Dink.
That's good. You like it?
That's balloons.
Yes, it's balloons. I'll get some more this weekend, okay? Have fun.
What's this?
You're doing great.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
And where you go? Wait. Oh, that's my food.
Be safe.
I eat it.
Okay, great. Okay. My wings are itchy now. What is that called? The noise campaign? It's okay. Alright, so I'm gonna start pulling cards now. It's okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just wait and see. We have movement in reverse and belonging in reverse. So, all right, they're connecting now. So, somebody's trying to annoy you, so you like get irritated at that and pay attention to that, the irritation, the interruption, the noise campaign, whatever, right? It's like, look over here, right? But you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to pay attention to it. You're not supposed to acknowledge it. It's like a mimic. You don't acknowledge mimics, right? You don't pay attention to them. You don't acknowledge them. You don't, right? It's like that. And I feel like, I mean, it could be an entity doing this, right? So, same thing applies. You just like, oh, okay, whatever, right? You just don't acknowledge it. You don't pay attention to it. And then eventually just go away because it's going to get tired of bothering you. Because it's like the whole point of to bother you. The whole point of bothering you and trying to annoy you is so you could be like, stop it! Leave me alone, go! Right? That's the whole point. That's what it wants. It feeds off of that energetic reaction, right? But if you're not doing that, you're just like, okay, whatever. Like, it's literally nothing. It's a nuisance. It's just, oh, you're being annoying again. Okay, whatever. Right? I got better things to do than pay attention to someone who wants attention or something that wants attention. So you just ignore it. Right? So, it's the whole point of that, so that way you can, like, feed it. Oh, that's what I saw in my dream. I saw this girl in my dream, but it was the same dream that I had with the zombie. If you watched my video a couple days ago, I talked about a dream that it was like a zombie, blah blah blah, right? But in that dream, I don't know why I'm picking this up on that. So it could be a woman that's like projecting energy at you, or there's an entity inside of a woman that wants to get a reaction out of you. So there could be a woman who's housing some sort of... What happened?
I found it.
You did? Oh, good. There could be a woman that is housing
Put it here.
okay. Housing a negative entity, spirit, whatever the case it is, and it's like trying to get a reaction out of you. And the reason why it's doing that, and I'll tell you why, because in my dream, I saw this particular woman. Hold on. This particular woman in my dream, the dream with the zombie, right? In that dream, because I remember the zombie was like breaking down my door and trying to get in, trying to like kidnap me and things like that, right? And then I didn't talk about this part, and I feel like, wow, my back is like really itchy. Here's my wings. So I didn't talk about this part because I didn't feel like it was relevant, but it's coming up now.
I take this.
Okay, those are yours anyways. You can take them. Here.
No?
And there's a lot of distractions happening right now with the noise camping, and then she's like really here right now, like really you know. So in that dream with the zombie. No. In that dream with the zombie, hold on. I don't know if you can even hear the music, but it's really like,
What's that?
it's music. It's from the neighbors. You hear it? So, in that dream with the zombie, I had reached out to a couple people for like, I was like, oh, help, this is happening, blah, 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 right? And one of the women that I had reached out to in the dream was this one woman. And when she came in, it was so interesting because I had her having a conversation with the zombie, but they weren't a zombie anymore. Because remember, when they had touched my thigh, they came back to life and they had all the energy in the world, right? And she came up the stairs and they had a conversation in the hallway before she came into the room to give me aid or support or to like come to my rescue, whatever, right? This is very interesting, actually. They had a conversation in the hallway, and she was mad at him. She was like, no matter what you do, it's not gonna work. And then he said to her, he was like, funny because you weren't saying that when you were also talking shit about her too, right? And then she came into the room, and when she came into the room, like, I knew who the person was, but she looked so unrecognizable because my first thought was like, wow, she's been starving. She looked gaunt and so skinny. I was like, wow, she's like starving, right? That's crazy. So you have people that are starving around you, energetically starving for your energy. They're starving for you.
Hey, Andrew, you must have thought we forgot about everything.
Oh, wow. The commercial said, hey, Andrew, you thought we forgot about everything. So somebody's name could be Andrew, your name could be Andrew, but basically, whoever these people are that are starving for your attention, that are trying to annoy you to get an energetic reaction because they're starving. It's like your spirit team, it's like, you didn't think we forgot what you did to the collective years and years ago, or last week, or yesterday, or the month before, or however long ago. You didn't think we forgot. Just because you're trying to pretend like... These could also be people that are expecting a certain amount of time to pass, so that way they can come in and like, you know, start again without like apologizing. But your spirit team is like, you can come to the rescue all you want and be like, I'm here for you, I have support for you, blah, 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 but you don't think we forgot about what you just did, right? Or what you said, or that betrayal. You didn't think we forgot about it, right? Because we didn't. Because spiritually, time isn't really of the essence, right? So what they could have done to you a year ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 40 years ago, yesterday, it doesn't matter, because to your spirit team, it's like, it's like fresh, clear as day. Like they remember like it was just now, like it's happening right now. So this woman in my dream, the first thing that I thought of was like, wow, she is starving. But she like starving like food. But after I woke up, obviously I realized because it was like a dream, like spiritually, she was starving spiritually. Like her face was gaunt and she was skinny. You could see like her bones, and it was very like, but I didn't feel bad about it. And I know that sounds mean to say, But that was just my first like observation. It's like, wow, she looks starving. But then that conversation too, you know. So I don't know why I said it like that, you know. But so there could be somebody that's trying to get a reaction out of you or cause some sort of situation so you can reach out. It's like they're deliberately trying to orchestrate some sort of plan or trying to put something in action so that way you feel like you have to reach out to them and then they're going to be the savior and save the day, right? It's all a plan because they need an energetic reaction. They need your energy. They're starving, right? They may not be physically starving for like food and water, but energetically there's a pit inside of them and they need to fill it and they don't know. I feel like too, a lot of the times, a lot of the reasons, right, a lot of these people, they don't even know like they're hungry, but like no matter what they eat, they just never feel full, right? Because that's not what they need, you know. Just like how our spirits need to be nourished, right? These are people that they need to feed on you energetically. That's how they'll be nourished. That's what it is. So now back to this, right? We got movement in reverse and belonging in reverse. These people, they can't move. They're stuck in life and they don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. And again, for a lot of these people, they know that something is missing, something is wrong, but they don't know what it is. They can't put their finger on it. Like they're sad, but they don't know why they're sad. They're hungry, but they don't know like what they want to eat, or like no matter what they eat, they never feel full, right? It's like it's just nothing is doing it for them. Like the food they taste, it's like, okay, so in Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, right? I feel like it's just like that. So they're like this curse on the Aztec gold, blah 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 blah, and they thought it was a joke. They didn't realize it. So they took all the gold, right? So basically, someone didn't take you serious. They took you for a joke, right? So they did what they did, but the gold was cursed. So basically, because and then they had to end up getting all the gold back, whatever, right, to reverse the curse. But what the curse was, like, no matter what food they drank or ate, it would never satisfy their thirst or hunger. Intimately, they can't really, like, you know, and they were practically like dead, but they were like walking corpse, because like when the moonlight would hit them, right, and they can't die, and they can also they're not dead, but they're also not alive. They're in between, but they can't enjoy it, right? And when the moonlight would hit them, it would reveal who they truly were, what they really looked like, which are like a bunch of corpses and walking skeletons and decaying and rotting and things like that, right? So for a lot of you, this is who they really are, right? And you might not have known that because they were feeding off of your energy, right? These aren't people that aren't really people. They're just like energy vampires, or like, you know, maybe they weren't themselves for a very, very long time because they let whatever is inside of them take control or house or whatever spirit. That body belongs to that spirit now, right? And that's basically what this is, right? They lost their spark in life, their faith, their hope, their purpose, their dream, right? They kind of just gave up, right? These are people that just give up and they're just empty inside and they're starving. So they're doing whatever they can, anything they possibly can to annoy you, so that way you can give them a big dose of energetic reaction, like a surplus of, I feel like your energy is like going to like the surplus store, like Costco or BJ's or, you know, Sam's Club, right, in bulk, right? Even a small, shut up, that's like a bulk of energy for them, right? Versus if they were to do it to someone else, it would barely fill up a tank, right? But even just that minor reaction or interaction from you, it would fill up their gas tank completely. So that's why they're doing this, because they're starving. And they can't do anything. They can't move forward in life, right? They're stuck. But they feel like with your energy would give them the gas that they need, the juice, right? The inspiration, the motivation. But it's not, and nothing's changing for them either. I don't know why, but I thought I saw a trash bag in this, but that's just a boulder. So somebody could be having to... Okay, so this is so funny because I'm getting... there's a show called Jersey Shore, and in the first season, there's this character called Angelina, right? And everybody like brought their things in suitcases, but for some reason, she had brought all her things in trash bags, right? All her clothes or her makeup, her shoes, everything she had put them in trash bags. right? And those were her suitcases. So somebody has to like quickly put their things in trash bags so they can travel, or like they have 222. I don't know why this is like, I'm not trying to laugh, but somebody has to like put all their stuff in a bag and like get up and go, right? They can't do anything. They're kind of stuck. And they don't know, like, this person, it's like they don't have a place to go with belonging in reverse. So they not only do they have to like quickly just throw whatever it's kind of like alright, so there's a show called Schitt's Creek, right? It's hilarious. Definitely check it out. Hilarious. It's on Hulu. It used to be on Netflix, but it's on Hulu, I believe. But anyways, in the first episode of the first season, it's literally like their house is kind of like the IRS, it was the IRS, right? The IRS came to take everything, right? And basically the kind of rule of thumb is like whatever you can pack and take with you, you can keep, right? Everything else the IRS is going to take. So it's kind of like that. It's kind of like, so they were packing, like the mom was like packing her wigs, and then the guy, like the girl, she was like trying to pack like her jewelry or whatever and things like that. So it's like whoever this person is, they gotta like put whatever they can in a bag and get out. They gotta go, right? They can't take their couches. They can't take their artwork. None of that. Whatever you can fit in that bag, just take it and go. It's like that, and it's like being done in a rush. This is being done in a rush, right? But the thing is, with belonging in reverse, they don't have anywhere to go. They don't have anywhere to go. I'm seeing a woman sitting outside, and she's kind of like this, crying, right? And she's got her trash bag right next to her, and she's crying outside. And she's like looking around, like, cause like, where's she gonna go? What is she gonna do? She's just now become a homeless person, and she's got all her belongings that she can take with her in a trash bag, right? So this is the person that is trying to annoy you. This girl with a trash bag of her belongings. Tragic. Alright. On the bottom, the message of the verse. Oh my gosh, what? Message in the reverse. There's something that she wasn't getting, or she was trying to stop you from getting something, a message. So if she was trying to, why am I hearing beta blocker? So, okay, so beta, usually that term is like before before a game can be like officially released, depending on the game and the company. Sometimes I just saw 2323. I love you, Pumpkin.
Can you open this?
Yes. They do this thing where it's called like beta testing, where they will pre-release the game or like the first couple levels of the game to see either the whole game or like a couple levels of the game, to get feedback from the fans to see like if there's any glitches, what they need to work on, any graphics, any like bugs or whatever right before, and it gives them time to like really make sure the game is like up to par before like the final release, right? So I feel like this woman with the trash bag, she could have been trying to block some incoming messages or communications from you in the beginning stages of a relationship or a job or an opportunity. In the beginning stages, right? Trying to prevent you from having that relationship, that job, or that opportunity, or those messages, right? Those incoming messages like, oh, hello, I'm trying to reach, hold on.
You see my hair?
Hold on, trying to, like, hi, hello, I'm trying to reach so-and-so. Is this their email address, or is this their phone number, or is this their address? I love you too, Pumpkin.
Can you?
I've given you so many brushes. No. And so, like, let's say someone came to your home, right? Or someone called your phone and said, hey, I'm trying to reach so-and-so. Is this where I can reach them? This person was probably like, no, wrong number, or no, they don't live here, or no, they moved, or no, sorry, they don't work here, or whatever the case is, because they were trying to block something from you in the very beginning before you were able to get it. So that's why I was getting beta blocker, right? And it's all of this has backfired immensely onto this person to the point where their entire life is in one trash bag. Tragic. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. So, yeah,
My cups are empty.
well, if you're done with it, put it in the sink.
Or
Here. You want it in here or in the blue cup? The purple cup?
yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, yeah. Alright, so that's that. Joke's on her because I got a chocolate turtle. No, but if she asks me for like the chocolate turtle, I definitely will give it to her because that's my baby. Oh, alright. So this girl with the trash bag was definitely trying to block an opportunity from you, right? But come to find out, now the table's upturned, this girl with the trash bag is losing almost everything, and she knows you're not going to reach out to her, right? There's no reason for you to be reaching out to her. There's nothing you need. There's nothing you want. For some of you, this could be a man with a trash bag. There's nothing you need. There's nothing you want. There's like no reason for you to be reaching out to this person. So they're going to try and do something because it's like they need something. They need a little bit of energy to survive. They need your energy to survive, to be more specific, right? It's got to be your energy. And so they need that emotional reaction. They need you to, whatever they're trying to, it's kind of like, you know those coin games, right? You put the coin in the machine, and there's a bunch of coins, and then like the behind like the pile of coins, it like pushes the coins forward, right? And if you're lucky, you'll get a pile of coins, but you know, depending on how the pile is, you get like 1 or 2 coins. It's like that. Like this person, they're trying to push your button and push your button so that way like a bunch of coins can fall out. That's what they need. They need like a surplus of energy, of coins. This could be they need money. This person needs money. It's like they're trying to like, please, just a crumb, just an energy crumb, please. Right? Oh, this one now. So this is the one I gotta use now. Something is gonna happen in the springtime because in my dream she was wearing a pink tank top and like I think tan or white shorts and flip-flops. Like late spring, early summer. Yeah, liquid poison in the form of guilt. Don't drink it. This person wants you to feel bad about something. Please, I just, you don't need, like, oh, my life is in a trash bag. I can't do anything. It's like that. Alright? Like, I have nowhere else to go. I don't have anyone. You're my only hope. Please. And it's like, I'm sorry to tell you that, man, but I'm not a shelter. There are plenty of shelters. There are plenty of resources. There are plenty of opportunities. But for some reason, this person, they don't want that. They want you to help them. And if you don't help them, they will make you feel guilty about that. And that's a crazy thing too, right? Don't ever let anybody... There are shelters, there are resources, there are this, there are that. There are way more things than our parents' day and age and way back then, right? Because basically, I'm not trying to be mean, right? Because there's nothing wrong with charity. But what this person needs is charity. And unfortunately, collective, Last time I checked, you are not a charity organization. You're not. What they need, what this person need, what this man or woman needs with the trash bag, they need a charity. They need somewhere to stay. They need food. They need finances. They need shelter. That's not, right? That's not you. And there's nothing wrong with that. With homeless shelters, charity, soup kitchens, food pantries. Listen, there was a time where I was struggling, and food pantries, they saved my life. Like, food pantries will always be appreciated, right? I will never knock anybody for going to the food pantry because, hello, even if you do have a full-time job, sometimes you need the food pantry, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But what's wrong with this person is they don't want to use those resources because of, like, image. Ma'am, sir, your house is in a trash bag. I think you're way beyond pride and image, okay? So, relax. And that's the problem. They don't want to use those resources. They want you to help them. They want your couch or your bed or your food and your money. That's what they want. They don't want to do this themselves because of their image, right? And so they're going to poke and you're like, oh, fine, you could just stay here for a couple days, and then, then that's it. Only a couple days, and then a couple days turns into a week, and then 2 weeks, and then a month, and then a year. Next thing you know, you have a whole freeloader, and you didn't even know it. You did know. You just, But, so this person, they can't do anything. They can't go anywhere, and they're going to try and guilt you to, I don't know, letting them put them in their house in your house. Right? But to that, you would say, well, I can contact a couple shelters, some food pantries if you need it, but you can't stay here, right? Obviously, you can't go home, and you definitely can't stay here. My smile is authentic from caterpillar to butterfly. Wow. This person, they're whoever this person is that's going through a really hard time, they feel like because you're not going through a hard time, they want to be like, well, if I was in a position, I would help you, but no, they wouldn't, right? They wouldn't. Or they would, like, trying to use you, like, well, since you're staying here for free, you can at least cook, or you can at least do this, or you can at least do that, or you can at least watch my kids, or you can at least blah, blah, right? Or you can, right? This person would, like, abuse the heck out of you, right? Because you're staying there. Right? It's like that. They would not. This person, because you're not going through the same tough times that they are right now, they want you to feel bad about that because you're not. My smile is authentic. You're actually very happy. And the reason why you're happy is because from caterpillar, the music stopped. I told you. Just ignore it. From caterpillar to butterfly, you went through your transformation. You changed. Like, you deserve to be at peace. You deserve this. 33. You deserve to enjoy this. It's protected. So no matter what they do, it's not, you cannot guilt me into helping you. That's not how that works. I'm hearing left behind again. This person is getting left behind. Whether this is spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. I feel like for a lot of you, you left this person behind mentally and emotionally and physically and financially. People are leaving this person behind. Like, people don't want to, but they don't, you're never, if you've got, like, resources available to you, you're never really left behind. It's just pride and ego is preventing you from utilizing those resources, right, to get where you need to get. And unfortunately, collective, you are not a charity. That's not your job. You're not required to do that. You don't, realistically, I feel like people be expecting so much from the collective, but, like, financially, we're in the same boat. Like, what, you want me to move you and your family into, like, my 1-bedroom apartment? Like, that makes no sense. Like, come on, get it together. Like, I'm just using that as an example. But divine timing. This I feel like this person also with message in reverse, they were, like, getting messages that, listen, you got, it's kind of like God is, like, telling them, like, listen, start packing up because we gotta go. Start packing up. You gotta go. It's time for you to go. You can't be here, right? Start getting your ducks in order. Start saving. Get your finances in order. Get that job. Because you gotta go. You can't be here anymore. You gotta go. And it's like they're waited until the very last minute, and now the only thing that they can bring with them is whatever they can fit in that one trash bag. One more, and then I'm gonna change it. Bam. Something doesn't make sense. I feel like something doesn't make sense to everybody. Their life situation right now, it doesn't make sense to them. They also don't know how it's weird. Like, how come I'm struggling and they're not? And it's like they don't get it. It's because you cannot be the same person for like you're not growing, you're not learning. You can't expect to always be a caterpillar and then get mad because the butterfly went through its cocoon and emerged as the caterpillar made a cocoon, emerged as a butterfly. But this is like a caterpillar, like, how come they get to be a butterfly? I mean, hello, because they made a cocoon and they stayed in there for 2 weeks. Like, they sat down and reconstructed them. Because what happens inside of a cocoon is, like, basically a caterpillar, it, like, every cell in its body, it, like, deconstructs. So inside of the cocoon is, like, a pile of mush. Right? It's just goop. And then it rebuilds. And sometimes, if you're really lucky, or if you do the whole situation, the cycles in your home, which is I've done a couple times, you can see, like, on the bottom of, like, the caterpillar, the cocoon, it's like some blood drops, but that's just, like, whatever the caterpillar didn't need to become a butterfly anymore. So it's like, even caterpillars would let go of things that they don't need, so that way they can be a butterfly. And this person, they don't want to do that. They don't want to sacrifice anything. They don't want to give anything up. They don't want to change. They don't want to heal. They want to hold on to everything. Mine. Mine. And then they're wondering why, like, where'd all my stuff go? You are protected. I told you. Because you're protected. We got protected. We got the letter C. The Most High is watching. The archangels have been summoned. They are here. They believe their own lies. Wow. Ain't that something? So back to the whole beta blocker thing, right? Now I mentioned how this person, they could have blocked an opportunity, a relationship, a job or whatever in the very beginning of it stages. For some of you, this person blocked an opportunity, a relationship, whatever, in your beginning stages when you were young, right? Like an early, like a teen, or a young adult, or in your early 30s, whatever your early stages were. You had an opportunity, or like if it was like teenagers, like, you know, like the whole like a Cinderella story, the one with Hilary Duff. She got a letter in the mail that she got accepted to the college that she wanted to go, but her stepmom got the letter first, and she hid it, and then she retyped it up and saying that she did not get accepted, and then she handed it into her. Something like that. Like, so if it was like your teenagers, then it was like a school, like a college, right? A full scholarship or something, or like a first love, or if this was like a young adult, like a job opportunity, like that email that you got, congratulations, right? And whoever this person is, they deleted that email, so you never got that email saying that you got that job, so you never started the training, and you never had the career in that position that you wanted, right? Something like that. And this could have been something, if either way, it's early stages. But I'm also getting that it's also early stages for you too, right? Because you know how, like, some people will graduate from college at the age of 21, and then like by 28 they're already like making waves in their career. So it's like something that was available to you when you were young. younger than whatever age you are now, something that was available to you, like an opportunity, or like, hey, can you tell so and so that I would like to take them out, right? You never got that message. It's that someone was like a beta blocker. So they, in the very beginning of something, before something that was yours, was supposed to be yours, they blocked this. This is now why their entire life is in a trash bag. I'm also hearing catch these hands. So you're protected. The Most High is watching. The archangels have been summoned, and they are here. Yeah, your archangels. There are archangels around you, and they're like, whatever this person is throwing at you energetically, they're catching it, and they're just like hitting it back, because that doesn't belong to the collective. That's not our energy. That's yours. So take it back. We don't want it. It's not welcome here, and that's why it's not working. They're like crying. And there's something very delusional about this person, because they believe their own lies. They're very... Now my neighbors are yelling. They're very delusional. This person could also be drinking a lot as well. Or like getting... or they can't go to bed without their nightly drink. Right? There's something about them always needing to be in that tipsy state, right? Because it just like... This is like a low-key functioning alcoholic. Alright? When you can't go to bed without a glass of wine, that's kind of like, even if it's just one, like, that's a crutch. And there's a reason why you need that crutch. Right? So sober people, straight edge people, they don't need crutches to go to bed. You just go to bed. Right? Maybe like a cup of tea, right? Or gummy melatonin, whatever, right? But every single night, that's a crutch. That's a crutch. There's a reason why, right? You can't do it on your own. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you need to figure out why. And they're already lying to themselves. They believe their own lies. They don't think that there's anything wrong with them, or they're like I don't know, they're like too delusional as to why. I don't understand why all my life is in a trash bag. I don't know what happened. I don't understand. Be careful of this person, because their delusions are making them borderline crazy. Because on top of that, this person feels like you are obligated to help them. Right? Because they feel like you're obligated, because otherwise, why would they try to guilt you into helping them? Right? Why? Because what they need is charity. And unfortunately for that, my friend, collective, you are not charity. You're not an organization for that. What time is it? Yeah, I gotta start dinner. Ace of Wands, reverse, false start, vexation, cancellation, delays, misunderstanding. Yeah, this person delayed something for you. And God's like, well, if you block the collective, we're gonna block you from the collective. So how about them apples? I feel like whatever it is that they blocked from you, it was supposed to like be like a real mood killer, right? Like, oh, I didn't get that opportunity, I didn't get that career, I didn't get that job, I didn't get that person, I didn't get that position. And the whole point of that was, on their end, they're like, yeah, I put out their spark, yeah, now they won't do anything, yeah, now they won't be motivated, yeah. But that was that was the whole point for them. They just didn't want you to do anything or go anywhere. And
Nature-made magnesium is made to care for your whole body every day.
But then you started taking care of yourself. Nature-made magnesium is made to take care of your whole body all day, every day. So for a lot of you, the second commercial is for Diet Coke. So a lot of you started taking care of yourself, and 444. I just seen. So it's kind of like, well, I didn't get that opportunity, that position, that person, then that's fine. I'm just going to keep working on myself and fixing myself and doing better for myself, and I'm just going to go through my transformation no matter what. And somebody, yeah, this is my taste, Diet Coke. I feel like somebody wanted you to not take care of yourself and instead be so down in the dumps because of this lost opportunity that you would then in turn to substance abuse. But you didn't. You started taking care of yourself. You went through this transformation from a caterpillar to a butterfly. That's why you're actually really happy. That's why you're truly happy. That's why the archangels are here. That's why God is watching, because God's like, you really thought that by doing that, my collective, we're gonna... Basically, they just wanted you to stop living your life and be happy. Right? By doing this, by blocking this one thing that they felt was like the end-all, be-all for you, right? And you were like, woe is me, I can't go on, right? Forever a damsel in distress. But you were just like, oh, I missed this opportunity, or I don't have this, or whatever. Whatever. I'm going to keep going. It's so quiet now. I like it. It's so quiet. Yeah. I just saw 464. I'm also getting, because I did see that Ace of Wands, it kind of fell on the fence. There's a barrier around you, a protection barrier around you. Eight of Swords reversed, freedom to choose, self-created boundaries, new perspective, external limitations. Yeah, you created some sort of boundary around this person. And I do feel like it's when you stopped caring emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. You just stopped. And that reinforced your boundaries. Right? It's like, if you deliberately distance yourself from someone out here, that makes it so much easier for your spirit team to do what they need to do in the spirit realm, right? Because if they're trying to protect you, but physically you're allowing these things, you're welcoming these things, you're agreeing to these things, it's kind of like it's kind of it's like a wound that you're deliberately scratching open every day, and it's like that band-aid, that ointment's not doing anything if you're not letting it heal yourself. All right? But now that you've distanced yourself energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally from these people, from this person, it's like, what wound, right? You're good, you're healed, you're fine, or you're healing, you're fine, right? And it makes it easier for whatever attacks that are coming your way, your spirit team can catch them. I'm here and catch these hands. It makes it, I'm also getting clean. When your energy field is clean, it just makes it so much easier. Like, you move it, okay, for example, like, when you're in a clean environment, it makes it easier to clean, right? Obviously. But when you're in a dirty environment, you just don't want to be there, and it's like, oh, now I gotta clean this, I gotta do that, and you know, there's piles of this. And you ever see those shows, Hoarders, right? Just thinking about cleaning those dirty, nasty houses, it's just like, oh, like, how? Where do you even start, right? So that could have been you, but then you did what you gotta do, whatever. But now it's like your place is so clean, your environment is so clean, your energy is so clean. It's like your spirit team is just like, oh, let me just dust this off. Okay. And everything is fine. Everything is shining. Everything's sparkling. Right? So now when this person is trying to throw dirty energy, everyone's just like, oh yeah, we see that. We know exactly where that's coming from. Your energy is clean. Right? So now all they gotta do is just trace it. They just gotta follow it back to its source. Right? Before, when this person, because your energy, your environment, it was disgusting, right? Your insides. So if someone was to throw things in your energy, no one could tell where it's coming from because it's already a mess. But now that it's all cleaned and someone throws something, it's kind of like a highlighted trail. They just gotta, oh, it came from that direction. That's it. You know how, like, when you're playing a video game and you need to know where you're going, so you press that one button and it highlights the trail? It's like that. Yeah. So it's like, what game is that in? BioShock Infinite. It's in that game, and it makes a cool little sound. It goes, whew, whew. It's like highlighted in green. It's like, whew. It's really cool. It's a good game, by the way, too. BioShock Infinite. But it's a paradox. It's the third one in the series, right? There's Bioshock 1, Bioshock 2, and then Bioshock Infinite, which is the third one. But the third one is kind of an infinite. It's a paradox. It doesn't seem like it has anything to do with the first two, but the first one is all the way in the bottom of the ocean, right? And the second one is like from a different perspective of the first one. But then the third one, it takes all the way in the city in the skies, right? And then at the very end of the game, spoilers, you kind of go back in the beginning, but you also see the bottom. It's kind of like you kind of... Alright. There's like, oh, that's what I'm seeing. Because in the ending of Bioshock Infinite, too, like when you do whatever, right? There, like, you notice all these lighthouses. So you have like multiple of something. You have multiple something. You have an infinite of something collective. Because there was like so many lighthouses, and it was like no matter what path you take, it was always going to lead to this very moment. So I feel like no matter what this person was, no matter what they blocked from you, it was always going to lead to this moment. If it wasn't that job opportunity, it was a relationship. If it was a relationship, right, that like in one life, in one universe, alternate universe, it was a relationship. In one alternate universe, it was a job. In one alternate universe, it was a career. In one alternate universe, it was like they ripped up that letter in the mail. And whatever it was, all of it was leading to the same exact outcome. It doesn't matter what kind of path it was. It doesn't even matter if you took this path instead of that path, right? If you did that substance or this substance, or if you had this job or that, it doesn't matter. It was all leading to this moment. You have an infinite of something. She took my drink. I am so thirsty now. Like you have an infinite of something. I'm seeing the infinity symbol. And I'm seeing Ouroboros. Ouroboros is basically like the snake that eats itself and can't stop. This person, they're like eating themselves alive, or like there's a lesson that they're not learning, that they're refusing to learn, with that message in reverse as well. There's something that they're refusing to learn, and it's like they're literally eating themselves, or like they're the reason why, like they are their own enemy. They are the cause of their own downfall. So what happens when you get to the head? At some point, they're going to have to like spit themselves back out. But that's a matter of when. But that's not... I feel like by that point, you're going to be eons past this person, right? They're going to be... You probably won't even be around. Four of Swords reverse. Wow. This is this card came out, I think it was Friday's reading or Thursday's reading. Not only is this person lazy, but it's like the thought of having just the thought of doing something. This could be like a karmic air sign or a karmic earth sign, because just the thought alone is exhausting, right? And the thought of doing something, like having to get up, is just exhausting. Or the thought of having to like face reality, that could be a karmic water sign, is exhausting. I'm not really getting fire sign. It could be karmic air, water, or fire sign. Or, oh my gosh. Okay, so maybe. But a karmic air, fire. Oh, wow. It could be a karmic fire sign. A karmic air, water, or earth sign. But, so, it really could be a karmic fire sign. But we got Libra and Gemini. And then we got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius out here. This person's like really, really stressed out right now because they don't know where they're gonna go. They don't know who they can turn to. Them and their trash bag of things. And they're really stressed out about it right now. They're stressed out because it's like the thought of turning to like a shelter and eating at soup pantries and utilizing food pantries, that thought is like debilitating them. It's like it's really stressing them out. Like I don't know why. Like they're so ashamed of that. But it's really stressing them out. Like the idea that someone they may know, it's like they would like, I'm not here. It's like that. Like they would hide. Like they're really stressed out about that. It really is an ego and pride thing because you're more worried about how you look than where you're gonna sleep at night, or like if you're gonna go to bed with food in your belly. Like that's priorities, right? That's where their priorities are. Their image. Not, oh no, I'm gonna go starve, so I better do something about it so I can stay alive. And no. It's their priorities are their image, their ego, right? Their pride. Not their stability, right? Not their survival. And if they have children or if they have a child, that's even worse because you're more worried about how you look than putting food in your children's or your child's belly. You're more worried about, and I'm not saying that shelters are the best or safe places, but at least it's something, Like you're more worried about how you look than making sure you have a safe, warm bed to sleep in at night outside of the cold or outside of the rain or outside of the storm or outside of whatever, right? You're more worried about how you're going to look. Oh my God, what if Sally sees me walking in there? I just couldn't bear it. And that's why they are in the position that they are right now, because they're like, and I feel like they were told like, all right, like, listen, you got X amount of time. We got to go. You got to go. Get your stuff. Get your things, your ducks in a row, because you got to go. You can't stay here anymore. You got to go. And they were just more concerned about their way they look, their image, right? And it really showed. I feel like what I'm hearing is that their priorities really showed out. Like what they really care about in life really came to the surface. They're really like, people are just like, wow, that's what you care about? That's what you're concerned about? Yeah. For the collective, you have the Four of Wands upright. Your stability is secured. Your home is secured. Your happiness is secured. Your harmony is secured. Your peace is secured. Your family is secured. Your celebrations is secured. Your relationships is secured. Your marriage is secured. Everything around you is secured and protected. And you're happy. You're at peace. That's it. You're at peace. And this person's like, you gotta help me. You should. It's your job. No, ma'am. No, sir. That's not my job. Your problems are not my problems. Your issues are not my issues. That's that. Page of Wands reversed. This is somebody who's very superficial and they get distracted easily, or they got distracted by their own purpose, right? They got distracted by their own ego and their own pride. And they're very superficial. Again, hello, it shows your priorities. When you're more worried about someone seeing you walk into the soup kitchen versus, I gotta put food in not just my belly, but my children's or my child's belly, right? That really, like, I'm hearing like a fire alarm go off. But like one of those from like a school fire alarm. I'm hearing classes in session. Seven of Swords reverse. This person, they got caught doing something. They're getting caught doing something. But I really feel like with the Seven of Swords reverse, their true, who they really are, their priorities, like their intentions, is really coming to the surface, and people are really seeing that. It's like this person expects people to give them charity. Like, give me a place to stay. Give me and my children a place to stay. Or if they don't have children, then they don't have children. But if they do, it's like, it's not just them, or it's just, or it's them and their pets. Like, give me and my pets a place to stay because, you know, you're at peace and you're happy. And, you know, so help a brother out or help a sister out. I'm struggling. I need help. Help me. And it's like, goodbye. And that sounds really mean to say because you should never kick a person while they're down. But I feel like, one, you're not kicking them while they're down, and two, they're trying to guilt you into helping them, to stay with them, or to stay with you, to give to them, to dole out charity. Like, they're trying to guilt you into doing that. And it's just like, that right there, like, you're not even asking, you're like demanding, you're trying to force my hand into letting you stay with me. You're trying to force my hand into feeding you. You're trying to force my hand into, like, not only do you not have the space or room, and even if you did, you don't have to if you don't want to. And this person is going to throw every trick in the book, right? Well, you believe in God. What would God do? I don't know. I'm still waiting for God to tell me what to do with you. So until then, you're going to have to go to a shelter. And the thing is, God's not going to tell you because that's not their burdens. That's not your responsibility. That's their responsibility because that's a consequence of how they prioritized their priorities. Simple as that. So now they want to bother you, right? They want to bother you because, you know, they need your energy. They need your attention. They need whatever it is that they need from you. They need it. They want it. And you're not, oh, who's that? That's so-and-so. That's the karmic. Why? Oh, because they're outside hooting and hollering and saying, let me in, let me in. Yeah, just pay them no mind. They're just pay them no mind. They'll go away, or they'll perish in the wind, or they'll perish in the winter. Like, just don't pay no attention to them. It's whatever. Right? That's it. Bye.